Use dark green. Okay, so we're finding the equation of the line, and they gave us the line. So we're still looking at y equals mx plus b. That's slope. That's our y-intercept. We have some word problems coming up, but not during this one. The next one will be maybe the one after. And y-intercept. And we just want to be able to find from the graph what these values are. Okay, so y-intercept is pretty easy on this one. It's -2. That's where it crosses the y-axis. And then finding our slope. So our slope, we need to find kind of 2 points. So we're going to start at our y-intercept, and then we're going to go to another point that we can see. And if it's reducible, that means there was another point that we missed, but that's okay. So I'm just going to count up to where I'm going to use this point right here, because that one looks like an obvious point as well. So that is 4, 1. And so my rise is -2 to 1, so that's 1, 2, 3. So that's a +3. So my rise is 3. And my run is from 0 to 4, so that's a +4. So 3/4 it looks like. And I suppose you could do that as a fraction or as a decimal as well, 0.75, but I'm going to use 3/4 and see if it accepts that. Okay. For this one, our y-intercept is is +7, and then we have another point right here at 1, 4. Seems like that's where it was last time too, but this time we are going down, right? So our slope is negative. Remember, this is a nice negative. I don't know, that looks kind of like a steep I'm going to die negative, but still, skiers probably would like it. So our b is 7, and our slope, to get from 7 to 4, we had to go down 1, 2, 3. So our rise is -3 because we went down, and our run, we went over 1. So -3 over 1, which we can just write as -3, right? -3 divided by 1 is -3. All right, this one, we have a point at 0, 3, so our b is +3. And then our slope, we have another point at 2, 0, so we went down 1, 2, 3, so that's a -3. And then we went over our run 1, 2, +2. So -3/2. I'm going to try this as a decimal this time. -1.5x plus 3. Okay, our y-intercept is way down here. It automatically puts me back at black. I don't really like black that much. And then it's not even really truly black, but that's a completely different subject video. You can look it up on YouTube though, true black. Because anyway, sorry. So -9 is our y-intercept. We'll say b equals -9. And then we have another point where right here looks like a point. So at 1, -5. And so we're just going to count up again. And we could be using the points, right? I could be using, so we have a point at 0, -9, and 1, -5. And we could use that to find our slope, because remember m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, but we're gonna save that more for the next one. So when we have a graph, the only time that we really need to do this if we have a graph is if it's not obvious where our points lie. So this one's pretty obvious that 1, -5 is a point. So we're just going to count -9. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We went up 4. So this is going to be 4. And we went over 1. So +4 over 1. So that's 4 and 1. And just to show that our slope would be the same, we're going to take -5 minus a negative 9, so that's our y2 and our y1, divided by our x2 is 1 minus 0, which is just going to be 1, negative 5, minus a negative, this becomes a positive, so negative 5 plus 9, that's positive 4 over 1. Same answer. Apparently I'm wrong.
Jazzy music in the background.
Okay, so the y-intercept is negative 9. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. Okay, maybe that's not a point. It seems like that's right, but we'll just keep trying this. Let's go up to 7. So negative 9 to positive 7, that's an increase of 16. And 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 16 over 4. Well, I'm confused. All right, let's see what it says under get help. 4x minus 9. Oh, why didn't you guys stop me? Why did you guys let me write a 1 right there? The y-intercept is obviously negative 9. I had the slope right. All right, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Like and subscribe or something. Tell your friends.